Low-budget action flick based on Doom. Again. Although I guess the first movie wasn't really low budget, but I doubt it was any good. Anyway, Doom Annihilation sucks, but it's not terrible. I expected way worse. It kinda fits the bill as a dumb and brainless sci-fi action movie. It's still a waste of time to watch, but you could do much worse. The plot follows around this merry crew of original character Space Marines as they are assigned security detail on a science lab on Phobos, the largest moon orbiting Mars. The film mostly focuses on Joan d'Arc, which I'm sure is a reference to the historical French soldier Joan of Arc. If anyone's ever played one of the Doom games before, then you should know where I'm going with this. Scientists experiment with ancient technology, open a gateway to another world, and a bunch of demonic-looking aliens come barreling through. Or, in the case of this movie, a couple of humanoid monsters come barreling through. They're able to turn humans into mindless creatures, so this is largely a zombie movie. Anyway, the Space Marine crew lands, they can't communicate with anyone, so they go inside to figure out what's wrong. The moon's battery backup is on the fritz, and unless they can fix it, the nuclear reactor will fail and blow everyone up in 90 minutes, which is conveniently the runtime of the movie. Our heroes have to fix the nuclear reactor, look for any survivors, kill demons along the way, and get out of there safely. The story is okay, nothing real special. It gets the point across well enough, and everything moves along at a pretty smooth pace. But it should be kept in mind that the movie goes on for a good 30 minutes before a single bullet is fired. The acting is alright. Amy Manson takes the lead role as Joan d'Arc, and she does well enough. There's a very casual attitude throughout the whole movie, but it doesn't feel like a tonal shift when someone dies or something else serious goes on. In that sense, it's well directed, and all the actors keep the general mood in check. Like I said earlier, it takes a while for the action to get started, but once it does, it's enjoyable enough. It sucks that it's almost entirely against zombies, but it's cool to see Space Marines back to back take out approaching monsters in coordinated maneuvers. It's not really what Doom is about. These guys should be firing rocket launchers all the time while running at full sprint. But for what it is, at least it's not terrible. Perhaps more than anything, this movie has an absurd amount of references. There's the super shotgun, colored key cards, the pilot ship is named Daisy.
Hey, don't worry. We'll be ready to jump off this rock faster, and Daisy can do the square root of 3 million.
The square root of 3 million is 1,732.050.
Two different characters say the line Ultra Nightmare in two separate moments.
I'm your Ultra Nightmare.
And the corpses of both William Blazkowicz and John Carmack are in the movie.
Captain!
Hold up. Go, John.
Found a body. He's one of ours. Sergeant William Blazkowicz. He's been decapitated.
What the fuck?
Dr. John Carmack, geneticist.
What?
I don't know what to think about that. Perhaps it was the right move not to have a mute murderous soldier take the lead role, but it doesn't seem right to have him be dead. Actually, now that I think about it, I would like to see this movie with a mute murderous soldier taking the lead role. Well, whatever. More than anything though, all of these references almost come off as insulting because this movie is mostly Doom in name only. The action is pretty subdued, and the lack of variety in the demons and weaponry hurt the movie a lot. There is a chainsaw, and that scene is awesome, but moments like this are few and far between. The lack of special effects and reliance on makeup and rubber suits for the demons was a surprising but very welcome choice. The zombies and demons don't look half bad, although I would have preferred if the imps were brown, but I'm not going to be too nitpicky here when there are so many other issues. When the movie does use CGI, mainly to show the outside of the Phobos base and for some other things later on, it can look really bad. But I'm not going to expect too much out of a direct-to-video movie. I'm not going to give this film much of a pass. All of the references are cute, and the movie as a whole is okay, but it does fail to capture at least half of what makes Doom great. There's the demonic writings, portal to hell, and futuristic setting, but we're missing the zany action and a ton of iconic enemies. No Baron of Hell, no Lost Souls, no Caco Demon. I'll excuse the lack of demons using technology to enhance themselves since this movie takes place very early in the invasion. But come on, they could have done more than just zombies and imps. For the fans, it's a little disappointing. And for general audiences, it's a poor man's Aliens mixed with Starship Troopers, but without getting anywhere near either of them. Nothing to see here, just move on. Thanks for watching my review on Doom Annihilation. Doom Eternal is fast approaching and I can't wait to play it for myself.